To me, dog culture seems like an unconstitutional violation of the 14th Amendment. It mandates that individuals in similar situations be treated equally by the law. So let's go to our example from dog culture. So, little dogs oftentimes get killed by pit bulls and other bigger dogs, or even little dogs themselves. So, here we have the story of this dog that was killed by another dog that jumped out of a car. So, let me show you something right here. Property. So, the attorney says these dogs are property, making legal avenues a bit harder, so you cannot sue to get emotional distress for an animal. Probably the only thing the owner can get out of this is the value of the purchase value of the dog. So the attacking pit bull didn't have any priors, so basically the pit bull owner gets a warning, a citations, and they're trying to make contact with the pit bull owner. So when a dog kills your dog, then all of a sudden your dog is property. So dog owners themselves should pay attention to this dog culture review that I'm doing here. So here we have our group of people in front of the store. This man right here, his dog was killed by a pit bull that jumped out of a car. They're all at the store parking lot using the store property to walk their dogs. And these people right here, they killed their dog. They thought that all this dog stuff was so safe and pretty puppies and kittens and flowers. They weren't even allowed to really understand the dangers of pit bulls. That's a big part of this. But it's like they say, your dog is property, so there's not much that they can do for you. That's actually exactly what they told the dog owner. Oh, there's not much that we can do for you. The dog owner was told to call animal control, and they responded with Littleton Animal Control telling her there's not much we can do. So you would think in this dog worshipping society that these dog owners would get protection, but they don't. The dog that gets protection is always the aggressor dog. So this little dude, he got killed, but the aggressor dog is the one that is protected from prosecution, protected from being removed from the property, etc., so on and so forth. Now, here's why I see this as unequal protection under the law. So these dogs kill each other. They fight with each other. All you got to do is go look at some dog park videos. Dogs are constantly thrashing the heck out of each other to the point of death and huge veterinary costs. But when a dog owner does something to the dog owner's property, right? They always say that, oh, your dog was property, so another dog killed it, so maybe you'll see about helping you. Well, if you do something to your property that they don't approve of, guess what? Now they're going to call it abuse. Sickening. So in this story, they show a supposed dog owner. It's mostly blurred out, so you really can't tell what's going on. There's several dogs in the house, and he rough handles the dog in the hallway. So the dog is being chased around here, and it really doesn't show anything. The dog ends up being fine. The dog wasn't injured. The guy was yelling and rough handling the dog, but that's his property. He can do what he wants to it, right? Why are we going out of our way to throw this guy under the bus and throw him into the court of public opinion where he's going to be completely ruined if they can? They call it abuse. So you see what they're doing? As long as it serves their needs, they'll say it's property. But then if they can hurt their fellow humans, then they'll say, oh, that's abuse, and we're going to charge you with abuse. The county office says we're going to go after this guy. We have all these problems with abuse. Yet if it was a dog hurting another dog or killing another dog, nah, we're not going to do nothing about it. Yet they'll quickly throw any human under the bus for this abuse. Allegedly, they'll get all these people up here talking about, oh, we got the dogs in safe places now, and they'll also say, well, if that guy was hurting the dog, he's probably hurting people too. Yet the only people getting hurt in this house is probably from the dogs, the presence of the dogs. So now they got the dogs in these cages and they're talking about, oh man, we're going to go after this guy. We're going to investigate him. They got 1, 2, 3 police officers. They got pictures and video of this guy all up online. But when a pit bull kills a little dog, like in that story I told you, and thousands of others, what do they say? We're gonna try to contact the pit bull owner. Your dog's property, so not much we can do. Oh, but if they can throw their fellow humans under the bus, they'll pull out every little phrase of the law to hurt that person. So dogs, aggressor dogs, are being protected by the law, and non-aggressor dogs, they're not getting protection, like that guy whose dog got killed, and humans aren't getting protection. Because if a human does something to their dog, jerks it on a leash, rough handles it, are they going to say, well, that's the guy's property, let's not worry about it? No. They'll say animal abuse and try to ruin that guy's reputation. But if a dog hurts another dog, they'll just, put it under the bus. All you got to do to understand this is look around at the dog parks. There's plenty of stories from people. They go to the dog park and their dogs shred each other. They tear the living crap out of each other. But yet they don't want to do anything about it. They'll just let it slide. Oh, the aggressor dog hurt a bunch of other dogs. No big deal. But if it was a video of a person tugging their dog on a leash a little bit too hard, then that whole line about, oh, the dog's just property, then they're going to conveniently forget about that, and they're not going to try to protect you or let you tell your story of why you were rough handling your dog. So that has been a quick look at how I feel like dog culture it's unconstitutional. It doesn't provide equal protection under the law. The dogs get the most protection, and the aggressor dogs get the most protection. When a dog kills, they do everything they can to defend that dog. They do everything they can to give it a second chance. They do everything they can to label the dog that was killed as your property. But if it goes any other way, they'll happily throw their humans under the bus. They will happily allow the non-aggressor dog to die, and the owner of the non-aggressor dog will have little to no recourse. And the aggressor dog gets all of this protection. See you guys later.